Hundreds of cars drive past King Richard's Antique Mall on Whittier Boulevard every day. What is usually overlooked is that it was built over 100 years ago as a packing plant for Whittier's booming citrus industry. Today, it is a place where antiques are sold out of an antique itself, and another Whittier hidden gem.
Hi, I'm Chuck Arcera with the King Richard's Antique Center. I'm the owner here. We are the largest antique center in all of California. This building behind us, which is the antique store right now, used to be a citrus packing plant at the turn of the century. It was built in 1903 and continued as a citrus facility until about 1951. This is all original. The building is a historic, local historic building. We've got the rafters, we've got the beams, original piping that we had going through here. A lot of the piping might have been used for rinsing out some of the citrus as part of some of the processing parts and processing areas here. One thing to point out is that at the time when this was built in the early 1900s, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have air conditioning like we're used to now. So what they did was did a naturally vented kind of roof line. So if you look down the middle, you'll see that there's a peak where it's actually vented. There's vents like screens that run up and down the building, and the air would come in through the doors and windows and then circulate back up through the ceiling. So it had more a natural convection kind of system to keep the area cool and keep the employees working where they wouldn't get too hot or pass out from being in an environment like this. So it was a very well designed building. It had some skylights in here so it let natural light come in, and then it was part of the original buildings for the citrus packing plant. It actually has some very thick walls. It turns out that it was a storage area for where they used to keep the citrus. After they picked it, they put them in crates and boxes, and it would keep everything cool because it's got the thick walls. It's a very cool habitat area for the citrus. Well, we've heard this area here, there's an opening that goes up to the upper floor with some mechanisms here. But what we heard was to transport some of the crates from the lower floor to the upper floor, there used to be a horse-drawn kind of pulley system that would go ahead and help the flooring move up and then transfer the citrus cargo from one level to another. So this is one of the historic items. Okay, right now we are using the building as an antique store. We've had the antique business here for about 32 years, 33 years. And so it is once again the largest antique store in all of California with 47,000 square feet. Once again, being an antique store, it preserves some of the history. It's one of the rare buildings that you see for an antique store that is actually an antique building. So it fits right into the business model that we're all about, which is antiques and vintage items.
I'm looking around the city for hidden gems. Is this one of those?
You know, Keith, we feel that this is one of Whittier's hidden gems. There's definitely a lot of history. There's customers that come in every day into our store, and we hear stories that they've driven by here for 15, 20, 30 years, but never have stopped to come inside the store. And they come inside and they're just, speechless with the reaction of the building, the historic building, the history, and then how many people come here. It's just amazing. I think it's one of the busiest stores in all of Whittier, which is a big plus for us, of course, running the business. But we feel that definitely it is one of Whittier's hidden gems, and we'd like other cities to know about us.